Day 1. It is early morning at 5 o'clock. The team is heading off to the 5th Solomon's Missions.
얘기 안 하게 지금 목사님이 말씀하신 방 듣잖아요. 어쩔 수 없이 그게 딱 좋은 것 같아요.
Many remnants are going to missions for the first time.
그분은 진짜
The team prepared in prayer for Evangelism Institute and the IETC that will save the remnants in the Solomon Islands. Disciples of Solomon Islands welcome us with warm hugs. Pastor Solomon welcomes us to his home and tells us how Satan has worked. He has lost the land and the church that he was constructing.
Nevertheless, all our plans and dreams have come to stop. But then our belief and trust in God is that God will have a way out in every situation.
After dinner, we depart for Fully Sango Church, the church that we first met in our last trip. We are given a very warm welcome. Fully Sango Church is filled with remnant disciples that will save the Solomon Islands. The team enjoys the praise of the Fully Sango Church.
I'd like to welcome Pastor Peter. Will you please stand? He's the leader of the team. Pastor, why don't you stand again? Let's give Pastor a hand tonight.
All the way from Korea, all the way from Sydney, Australia. Pastor Peter and the team. I'm glad that you're here. We begin to see what God is doing in the summers now. You have planted something great into my last year. And that seed is expanding and growing. And I believe that more disciples will come. Despite the difficulties that we may encounter because of religion, but we will continue to move on with the gospel of Jesus Christ. Everyone tonight, every picnic, every sisters and every brothers, work for God, but I have no easy. There are times that might be finding difficulties, criticism will come. But as long as you know the gospel of Jesus Christ, that is where we stand. That is how
Pastor gives the word that the one that does the evangelism movement with the true gospel will remain in history forever.
When you and this church becomes the church that shares Christ.
그러면
여러분과 여러분의 교회는 역사의 길이 남습니다.
then you and your church will remain forever in history.
이 역사의 길이 남는 그 일이 뭐냐? 전도입니다. 여러분
Pastor explains the importance of raising an IETC in Solomon Islands.
There is something called an
우리
RUTC.
랩런트를 살리는 운동이에요.
It is the movement to save our remnants, which means
랩런트 유니티 트레이닝 센터.
our remnants, which means our children. So it's the Remnant Unity Training Center.
이거를 지금 전 세계에 세우려고 해요.
And we want to build this up throughout entire world.
그래서 아마 우리가 이제 기도를 하면 내년에 어쩌면 RUTC가 여기에 솔로몬에 세워질 수도 있어요.
And I think if we pray, then we may be able to build the RUTC in the Solomons.
정말 이 복음 운동에 준비된 여러분과 여러분의 후대를 위해서 이 복음 운동을 할 수 있도록 복음으로 계속 훈련시키는 그런 그리고 문화 여러 가지 다양한 소재들을 가지고 도와주는 것이에요.
The team gathers to have forum and pray for the mission field. Day 2. The team arrived to King George VI High School. The team meets with the school chaplain, Pastor Jonathan. He greets Pastor Peter with excitement. We are told that we are taking 2 classes. In the first class, the covenant of the remnant is relayed through Isaiah 6:13.
Only a tenth remains, everything else disappears.
Remnants from other classes start together, attracted to the proclamation of Christ.
한테도 우리 학생들 있어요.
And there are students outside as well.
이 메시지가 들려지면 같이 눈을 감습니다.
If you can hear Jesus into your
하나님의
heart,
성령이 사실적으로 들어갔어요.
the Spirit of Christ has to factually enter into you.
이때부터 증거가 있어요.
From this moment on, evidence will
우리
come.
에녹 자매가 이 인도할 때 이 여러분이 기도라고 생각하시고 따라하시면
When Enoch is leading you into prayer, think of this as your prayer and follow after prayer. Let's pray. Dear God,
They all accept Christ.
I'm a sinner. I lived my life not properly knowing you. At this time, I know and
The second ministry is proclaimed to a bigger group in the hall. The word is proclaimed, revealing the work of Satan and how he diverts mankind to fall into religion.
slightly divert away from the accurate truth of Christ.
이 그리스도의 군주를 붙잡지 못하도록 여러분의 인생과 여러분의 교회를 끌어가다가
Satan drags your life and your family and your church so that they cannot hold on to the essence of Christ.
The team meets with the only Korean student at the school. He hears the accurate Christ from the most unlikely of places and accepts Christ.
One of you to live as witness of Christ.
To live as witness of Christ.
I pray. In the name of Jesus Christ.
After dinner, the team heads to Titinga Church, which is located at the top of the hill. As we wait for the congregation to arrive, we start singing Christ our Redeemer. It creates a serene calm, preparing us for the message to be proclaimed. Majority of the congregation could not attend the worship due to Sunday school rally and the opening worship of a sister church. This was the plan of God, as it was the first time in Solomon's that we gave worship without the usual high energy praise that unsettled everyone from listening to the word. The message that the gospel movement is what saves the world is proclaimed. First to save the individual, then the world.
The title of the message I will share with you today is The Complete Gospel Movement That Saves the World.
다시 말하면요, 복음만이 세상을 살릴 수 있습니다.
In other words, only gospel alone can save the world.
그런데요, 먼저 중요한 것이 내 자신입니다.
But what is first of all important is myself.
우선 나 자신을 살려야 돼.
First of all, you need to save yourself.
솔로몬 희망 없는 나라는 그 생각했어요.
I thought Solomon Island is a country with no hope.
근데 착각했어요.
But that was my misunderstanding.
하나님은 우리의 발걸음을 정확하게 인도하셨어요.
God had been accurately leading our footsteps.
아주 정확한 준비된 제자들만 하나님 만나게 해요. 제가 그러면서 희망 있는 나라로 바꿨어요.
So I changed my thought. I thought this country has hope.
왜 그래요?
Why?
하나님은 이 솔로몬 나라에 큰 증거를 주시려고 합니다.
Day 3. Assistant Pastor Jeremy brings the church sign he promised to make in the previous trip. Some of the missions team go to meet Pastors Kim Dong-kwon, Pastor Lee Hae-ran, and Pastor Lee Yang-hee, and the remnants who have arrived today. The rest of the team goes to Solomon Islands National University, Sinu, to have evangelism camp. A wedding is held at the uni, and the team discovers it is a golden fishing ground for salvation. Back at the hotel, the Solomon disciples have organized a night for discipleship training and have gathered the important disciples to receive training.
And until now, God has given us a lot of blessing of meeting. We were able to go to Nubia High School, King George VI High School.
Pastor Ieran proclaims that to save Solomon Islands, we need to be able to see the state of the non-believer. She also proclaimed the importance of restoring the covenantal prayer.
The hidden inner self of non-believers.
다시 말씀드리면 불신자의 소속은 마귀예요.
In other words, non-believers, they belong to the devil.
Pastor Peter proclaims the need of Evangelist Theological Seminary to raise the disciples of Solomon Islands as spiritual soldiers.
Regular system called evangelism school so that we can continuously come to share about evangelism and gospel factually and in detail.
참고로 이제 이런 전도 신학원 또 이 신학교 이런 것들이 미국 또는 일본, 중국 전 세계 많이 퍼져 있습니다.
And just for your reference, this theological seminaries or evangelism schools, Evangelism Institute, is in many places around the world, including America, China, Japan, many places.
진짜 복음의 사실을 깨닫고 누리고 제자를 세울 수 있는 그런 제자 세우는 학교입니다.
It is a school.
Day 4. It is the Lord's Day and we are on the way to give worship at Solomon Islands National University. Pastor Jesse has sent the Fully Sango praise team to collaborate with the Solomon disciples, Assistant Pastor Axe and Jeremy, to give praise.
And when Pastor Yana
Pastor Kim Dong-kwon testifies the 3 blessings that he received after meeting the gospel. The blessing of having the unshakable faith of a rock, the identity of being the principal source of blessings, and the blessing of giving his life to live for Christ.
I was saved in my status.
내가 복의 근원이에요.
I am a source of blessing.
난 창세기 12장 1절에서 3절이 아브라함을 준 것 같은데 제가 이 메시지를 듣다가 복음 듣다 보니까 그건 아브라함에게 주신 말, 나에게 주신 말씀. 그때 하나 깨달은 게 있습니다.
And there's something I realized at that
갈라디아
time.
2:10절입니다.
It's Isaiah.
아, 그렇다면 이제 내 인생의 주인은 내가 아니고 내 안에 오신 그분이 나의 인생을 역하는 주인이고 그분이 완전히 인생을 책임지고 가거나 이게 믿어집니다.
The afternoon schedule police ministry is cancelled, and with joyful heart, the missions team decides to head to the village of Fulisango to have evangelism camp. We break up into smaller teams with the local Fulisango disciples being our guide.
The story about wood, and it changed my life.
My savior. I asked him now why Jesus coming. So now where is Jesus? Hot.
The local disciples also have a go.
하나님의 말씀을 여러분들에게
Through evangelism, remnants were revived, and disciples received the realistic answer of life of evangelists. The vegetable garden that Pastor Jesse planted after his trip to Korea. We are in festive spirits as we share the grace we received through the evangelism camp. Day 5. Sino School of Nursing and Health Studies.
여러분의 인생의 목적이 뭡니까?
What is the purpose of your life?
여러분은
Christ,
무엇
who
때문에-
needs to be first priority, then studies, is
You
proclaimed.
need to have success.
여러분 여기에 대해서 먼저 답을 가져.
You need to first have the answer regarding it. Satan. At this time,
At this time,
I open the door of my heart
I open the door
and accept Jesus
and accept Jesus.
as Christ.
Novia High School chaplain Kathy contacts the missions team to come to share the gospel at the school. Hearing this, we quickly head there. She tells us that she has organized for the classes to split into 4 when we arrive.
When you arrive, then they stop the classes and they go. So it will be half of your
The team could feel that the kingdom of God was upon the school, as the spiritual atmosphere was very different. Through the way of salvation, Christ is imprinted, and the covenant of world evangelization is relayed to the Novia High School students.
나에게 지금 병이 찾아왔는데
You are oppressed by the devil.
이것이 전도예요.
And this is evangelism.
그리고 전도는 뭐냐? 모든 문제 해결.
Only Christ. 1, 2, 3. Only Christ.
Who are you? 건강해.
You have to say confident.
찰누가
Christ.
그분이 나를 죄에서 해방시켰다.
And he freed me from sin. humans, are they scary or not?
이 세상에 제일 무서운 게 있다.
The most scariest thing in this world is humans.
얼마나 무서운 말이야.
Do you know how scary?
지금 전도학교라는 그런 명칭을 통해서 이 학생
After the messages, the team meets Kathy and Pastor Peter relays that Evangeline School will be raised in the future. Unlike the postcard image you would expect, in reality, Solomon Island is a very different image. Like the contamination of the gospel, the city of Honiara is filled with garbage. The team conquers the field of University of South Pacific, USB. At the same time, to discover the plans of God, the pastors head to the real estate with the prayer topic of IUTC. Pastor Peter explains the need of the IUTC in Solomon Islands.
Local churches, high schools, and various universities, and we're doing this gospel movement.
근데 여기 솔로몬의 후대들을 위한 그러한 기반을 우리가 지금 시작을 합니다.
So we want to begin a department that's particularly for the younger generation.
네, 왜냐면 이제 정말 우리 후대가 솔로몬 후대가 가장 필요한 것이 복음입니다.
Because what the future generations of Solomon Island need the most is the gospel.
The team is led to view some available real estate.
좀 깨끗하고 오히려 떨어져서 하는 게 여기서 하면 뭐 맨날 이런 사람들은 막 떼거지로 몰렸거든요. 제자만 모이기가 힘들어요.
We head to Pastor Josie's church at Mahu Chapel.
I believe God has something from you to share with us, this little church here in Mahu Good News Chapel. That this church established in Kakabona, and we really thank you that you can come and share with us tonight.
Pastor Yi Young Hee from Yoso True Hope Church proclaims the message about the image of God and the way of salvation at Mahu Church. He also proclaims to entrust everything to the Lord.
Chapter 1 verse 28, God gives tremendous blessings to humans.
다스리고 정복하고 번성하고 충만한 축복을 주셨습니다.
God gave us the blessing to rule over, subdue, increasing number, and fill the earth. But follow after my prayer today.
살아계신 예수님,
Living Jesus,
내가 모르고
I didn't know.
James, the principal of Novia High School, who persecuted Kathy in the last mission trip, came to the worship at Mahu. The pastor has been using the book New Life, New Living that he received from Pastor Solomon. This has revived many believers in the church. Day 6. We head to Sinu again, this time to the School of Natural Resources and Applied Sciences.
하나님은 저 하늘에 있는 하나님.
And I thought God was God all the way in heaven.
Pastor Peter shares the basic gospel message.
And I received praise a little bit, then he comes next to me.
내 뒤에 계시라는.
Or he comes behind me.
교회당 안에 계시나.
Or he's inside the church.
제가 과거에 그랬던.
In the past, that's how I thought.
그런 상태로는 절대 응답받을 수도 없고 이 상태에서 빠져나올 수도 없어.
But in that state, you can never receive answers, and you can't escape from this state.
그 하나님이 저와 여러분 안에 함께 하세요.
That God has been within you and I.
The students are given the prayer of enjoying Emmanuel and the form for after ministry.
I'd like to give you a word of thanks this morning for your time. We have a good number here this morning. A good appreciation for the good God, and looking forward again to your coming next time in Christ. Students, please, while you are filling your papers.
The team head to Novia again. This will be the new building for Form 6, which they are now allowed to teach. This is a change from our last visit.
여러분들의 인생을 훔쳐가는데
Pastor Ieran reveals the realistic identity of Satan, and the solution to Satan is Jesus Christ.
하나님께서 여러분들에게 가장 값 있는 것을 주셨습니다.
God has given you what is most valuable,
그것이 그리스도입니다.
and that is Christ.
이 사단을 꺾는 해결책을 주신 것입니다.
That's why God has given us the solution to break down Satan.
그리스도입니다.
It is Christ.
The team visit another possible location for IUTC.
오, 크네요. 잠깐, 이거 맞아요? 여기야?
Second night of discipleship training at King Solomon Hotel. Pastor proclaims that you need to realize that you are one with the mystery of Christ. With this identity, we need to save ourselves and then the world.
That's why God has called you and I as those who have this mystery of Christ.
너희가 하나님의 일꾼이요 그리스도의 비밀을 가진 자로 여길지어다.
It says, so that men ought to regard you as workers of God, those who are entrusted with the secret things of God.
고린도전서 4장 1절. 그리스도로 나를 살리기 바랍니다.
I hope you save yourself through Christ.
아멘.
아멘.
그리스도로 세상을 살리기
And
바랍니다.
I hope you save the world through Christ.
Are you? If you know Jesus Christ, now
Day
know
7.
Jesus Christ is important, then what happens?
We visit Nubia again. For the first time, the remnants are asked to give the word to prepare them for the inevitable future
Someone
to
look at
come.
16, Matthew chapter 16, verse 16. This is very important. So after the disciples realized who Jesus Christ was and gave that perfect confession,
Upon the one who wants to hear more about this gospel, upon the one who wants to enter deeper into the mystery of Christ, to know about this Christ. God, this Christ is so good and everybody needs to hear about this Christ. But
내 인생에 있어서 진짜 중요한 게 있어.
The pastor also gives a lending hand.
근데 그 진짜 중요한 거를 모르게 하고 그거를 도둑질 해가는 거예요.
so he makes you not realize what is the most important thing, and then he steals that from you.
밭을 팔고 막 해가지고 헌금을 많은 사람들이 있어요.
And in the early church times, what these two people did.
여러분이 복음을 알면 할수록 그리스도를 알면 할수록 내가 여러분이 어마어마한 예수 그리스도의 비밀을 가진 사람.
So you are the person who possess the mystery of Christ.
Our last night in Solomon Islands, we head to Fulisango again. The remnants sing, Jesus is the Christ, to lead the worship. Pastor Kim Dong-kwon testifies his meeting with God, the method to meet God and enjoy Him, and gives the commission that we need to not live for ourselves, but for Christ who died for us.
만나는 길이 그냥 산에서 내려오다 은혜 받은 게 아니고 십자가 사건을 통해서 내가 하나님 만났죠. 하나님을 누려야 됩니다.
now you need to enjoy God.
고린도후서 5장 15절입니다.
That's why 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 15.
이제 너를 위해 살지 마라.
Now don't live for yourselves.
너를 위해서 죽으신 그리스도를 위해 살아.
Live for Christ who died for you.
we are given necklaces as parting gifts. The praise team asks for the praise that is so filled with the content of the gospel.
Let's give him a hand.
Day 8. At the airport, the important disciples, Pastor Solomon and Pastor Jesse, comes to send the team off. Pastor Peter gives the final words that we will now center everything on discipleship ministry.
So we will only put our focus into discipleship ministry.
Thank you again. Thanks again.
The Australian and Korean team have become just like family, part ways. Satan, who has bound the country of Solomon Islands to fall into powerlessness through alcohol and drugs, a Christian nation that has fallen into religion and cursed with poverty, still a country of hope. For the evangelism of Solomon Islands and Oceania, God attached disciples. Pastor Solomon, the chaplain of Sinu, Pastor Jesse and his disciples from Fully Sangha Church, Principal James and wife Chaplain Kathy of Novia High School, Jonathan, the chaplain of King George VI, and disciples Assistant Pastor Axe and Jeremy. We got to see the sure plan of God toward the remnants of the Solomon Islands and the need of the IUTC. God closed the doors of police and prison ministry and instead reopened doors at Novia and King George VI High School. It is now the time schedule for a mission home to be raised and the evangelism school centered on the missions administration and the Oceania Territory Missions Board. The remnants of the missions team was able to see the future of remnant ministry through doing ministry themselves. The missions team factually saw that Christ truly is the solution to all problems, and Solomon Islands and world evangelization will be fulfilled.